Play the game. Play the game. That's the theme. Well, another beautiful morning at Journey at Pachanga. Um, Hoping that wind will stay down until after our outdoor presentations,
thank you.
but
Appreciate
we did get a nice morning. We're going to get started this morning with our partner, PXG. They're going to have Tyson and TJ are going to tell us about their wonderful product.
Awesome, thank you. You have to forgive me, Tyson and I are a little sick this morning, so a little congested here. But thank you all for having us out. Very excited to be out here and share what we do at PXG and how it pairs really well with what you all do teaching students. For those of you who, I mean, everybody's aware of PXG. For those of you who don't know the history of PXG, it was founded in 2013 by Bob Parsons, who started GoDaddy. He's a huge golf nerd, loves to tinker with golf clubs, not very good at golf. But at the time, he was looking for clubs and wasn't really finding anything that he loved. So he reached out to one of Ping's top engineers and said, "Hey, what do you think about coming over and joining and starting this golf company with me? You're not going to have any budget. There's no time constraints. I just want you to build me the best clubs that you can possibly build me." And we've been doing that now for a little over 11 years. We still don't have an R&D budget, whatever it takes to build the best clubs possible, and we don't have a set release schedule for clubs. So with being a privately held company, we don't have shareholders to answer to, so we're not releasing clubs every 6 months or every year. It's whenever the data tells us that the product that we're working on is significantly better than what we've previously had out. And that does a couple of things. It partners well with our customers. They know if we're releasing something that it's going to be the best, and we have a really high retention rate with customers and referral rate as well. So that's a little bit of the history. Right now, we've got our setup here. This is what a typical fitting day looks like for us. We don't sell clubs at big box retailers. We don't ask to carry clubs in golf shops. We want your students to come see us and get fit. While we make amazing golf equipment, we are a fitting company. We really value the benefit of being properly fit for golf clubs and the improvements that it does for someone's game. And I think it pairs really well with what you all do in teaching. You all, give them swing changes and make them better golfers on that end. And we come in on the back end and give them clubs that are going to fit their swing properly. So, when somebody comes to see us, we're not giving them any swing tips. We are fitting them for the swing that they come in for that day. Our fitters do a really good job of working with the customer that we've got in stores. So while we can get really technical, we utilize TrackMan, and it provides every data point on the golf ball and golf club. Not everybody's going to want all of that information. So we get Mrs. Jones, who's 75 and just wants to get the ball up in the air, doesn't necessarily care about her dynamic lie that's too upright and causing her heel to hit the ground first and turn that club face over. But then you get, Johnny, who's 30 and an engineer and wants to know all of that. Our fitters do a great job of going through all of that data with them as well. How many of you guys have hit PXGs before? All right, a good number. How many of you all have students that have been fit for golf clubs? Still a pretty decent number. Love it. So you guys know the benefits of being fit, and hopefully you've hit our clubs and noticed the technology and engineering that go into it. In a little bit, we're going to have Tyson grab someone out of the crowd and do a quick fitting to kind of show you the process. I want to talk a little bit about our account setup and how we partner with you all as well. We're a privately held company by Mr. Parsons. He's a little eccentric. We do things a little differently, and part of that is how we partner with golf courses. So again, we're not asking to have clubs in the shop. We want to work directly with the customer. While we do have account set up that's very typical of other manufacturers where they're running things through you all. We think it's a lot easier if you don't have to worry about invoicing. We can work with the customer directly, and then we have a revenue sharing commissionable partnership. So if you've got an account set up with PXG, we come out to the range, we charge Mrs. Jones for the clubs. You all are receiving 20% kickback on that in the form of a check each quarter. So we really emphasize getting out to the courses and doing fits. A lot of you hopefully have seen that we've got retail locations as well with hitting bays where we do fits. We want that to be a partnership with you guys. When we're doing our fits, we're asking a lot of questions to our customers, including where they play. And if you've got an account with us and the customer comes in and say they're members at such and such, or they play here often, we're going to tag your account, and you're going to get that check regardless if they come into store or we're out at your course. Let's see here. Excuse me. I want to talk about our fitters a little bit as well. We have really well-trained fitters that are very knowledgeable on not just our product, but the shafts in our matrix, and really build relationships with the customers. As I said, we have a really high retention rate. 90% of our new customers are referrals from existing customers. So people who play PXG really love the product and know when we're coming out with new product that it's going to be good, and they're going to come check it out, and they're going to refer their friends. So another benefit of partnering with us is you get a couple people out that get clubs with us. Word's going to spread at the club. We're going to have more people showing up at the next fitting day and potentially getting clubs, and get that 20% kickback for you all. Our fitters also have a very high close rate. So if we get somebody in front of us, there's a 88% chance they're going to purchase within a week of being fit for clubs. So I think that speaks to not just the product, but the fitters and the relationships that they build. Tyson's going to talk a little bit about it earlier, but as you guys work with your students and improve their game a little bit, the fitting doesn't stop once they leave the fitting bay or the range with us. They're a PXG troop. They're a PXG customer for life. And as their swing changes, they're adjusting things with you all. Maybe they're not catching the center of the club face anymore. They're always welcome to come back in for free and do what we call a spec check, and we can make adjustments in store as they grow. So I will hand it over to Tyson. I believe we're going to be fitting Anna today, so if you want to come on up, and we'll kind of show you guys and walk you through what a fitting day looks like for us.
All right. I'm Tyson, by the way, guys. I'm going to be fitting Anna here really quick. Just 5-minute fit. Usually an iron fit would be, we put out an hour. Doesn't necessarily take an hour. I mean, some of my customers take an hour, but not all of them. But Anna here is going to hit this just to warm up. A lot of the time, beginner golfers, they'll come in like Grandpa's clubs. He gave these to me, and I'm going to look at that and be, well, that's a 105-gram dynamic gold shaft, and we'll see if that works. So we'll put out a few golf balls here for you to hit. And then, obviously, using TrackMan, going to see some numbers right away. So if you want to hit right here. Good swing. Let's see. Great shot. Well, I would usually have her hit a few more than just one, but it really doesn't take too much because obviously TrackMan's very accurate. But here I see her swing is 60 miles per hour, and I can go into detail with other things, smash factor, obviously the ball speed divided by club speed, spin rate, like I see it there, it's spinning at 2,500 RPMs. we're going to get something a little lighter, something with a little more launch. Immediately go to, let's just say, we're going to go with a KBX Max, a little graphite action, not a stiff steel shaft. And like TJ was saying, I'm going to give her this. It's all going to look a lot better. Well, hopefully, right? But, and then the fit's not done. So she's going to do this. She's going to get maybe a lesson from one of you guys, and she's going to come back and see me like, now I'm healing everything. Okay, I can bend her clubs on the spot. The fit's not done. I can change swing weights with our club right there if we need it a little heavier, need it a little lighter, whatever it may be. A lot of guys use me as kind of like an oil change before their like golf trip to Bandon or something. Like, just tell me everything's good. I'm a therapist half the time. Like, you're good, clubs are good. So let's see here. Beautiful. Perfect. So swing sped up 3 miles per hour. Her smash factor went up to 1.40, so that's great. And her ball speed increased 10 miles per hour. So she's hitting the ball better already, just with that slight change of 105 grams, 45 grams. Like I said, there's a lot more detail we can go into. This is a very short 5-minute example of what we do. And I could explain to her, and she'd be like, I don't even know what you're saying. So I know how to judge a fit based off, like TJ was saying, a guy who wants to know the numbers. And someone who just says, give me something better, I don't care, perfect. I'm not going to overwhelm you to make you not want to come back and see me again. So now you have a club to get a lesson with, and that's a beautiful PXG club. So we hope all you guys come see us. We're off of Miramar Road in San Diego there, and it's a really good time. It's a fun store, and we're also out in courses as well doing all this. So I'm going to hand it back to TJ, kind of send you off.
Yeah, thank you, Tyson. I also want to touch on one other thing. I think there's a lot of connotation that PXG is very expensive, and while when we first came out, a full bag would run you about 10 grand, just because of that unlimited budget. Economies of scale. As we got bigger, product got cheaper. We also don't sell to wholesalers for that reason, to keep prices down for the end consumer. So, a full bag of clubs is going to be pretty comparable to every other manufacturer right now. And then, Mr. Parsons is a Marine, Vietnam vet. So we do a lot of stuff with our Heroes program. James Davenport is one of our staffers with PGA Hope. So we do a lot of great discounts and programs for our military vets, first responders. We just added teachers and nurses to that program as well. So there's a lot of opportunity. And then we came out with Gen 7 last year. We've got quite a big product line now as well. So anything from our new Wildcat set, which is a beginner set, a 10 club set, all the way up to our 0317T and ST blades. So we've got something for everybody. If you come in, we're gonna get you set up so that when they see you guys, they'll have clubs fit them properly and can improve faster. And then lastly, I would say there's a big misunderstanding that we see a lot, that you've got to be good at golf to get fit for clubs. And I would say the opposite is usually the case, that we see the most improvement for our mid to high handicappers. As long as you've got a relatively consistent swing, we're going to be able to fit you, and you're going to see quicker improvements and lower scores. So I want to thank you guys for your time. Appreciate you, and come chat with Tyson or I if you guys have any questions.